Hi, this is Janet, and welcome to the summer tour edition of 1515.
This week, Janet Jackson gears up for her U.S. tour. We hit the road with DMX, Onyx, and the Def Squad, plus Limp Bizkit at Ozzfest, the Backstreet Boys opening night, and 3 charmed lives converge: Ozzy, Jesse, and Hanson. Hi, I'm John Norris, and welcome to an all-summer tour edition of 1515, coming to you in part this week from the MCI Center here in Washington, D.C., where on Thursday night, one of the biggest stars to hit the road this summer, Janet Jackson, launched the U.S. leg of her Velvet Rope tour. Now, Janet has taken the tour on the road in Europe for a couple of months, but just because it's a well-oiled machine doesn't mean that she and her show don't need a little cleanup rehearsal before they head out across the states. And there you have just a taste of Janet in rehearsal. And we should mention that U.S. fans going to see Janet's show have a little advantage over those who saw the show in Europe. Opening up for Janet on the U.S. dates will be none other than Usher. All right, we're going to have much more from here in D.C. in just a bit, including a chat with the woman herself, Janet Jackson. But first up, let's check in with our New York studio and Kurt Loder, who has tour news of a different sort. Kurt.
Thanks, John. Elsewhere on the road, the Backstreet Boys launched their first U.S. tour in Charlotte, North Carolina on Wednesday. Smashing Pumpkins are gearing up to join the Horde tour this coming Tuesday in Bonner Springs, Kansas. Fuji singer Lauryn Hill canceled 3 Lilith Fair appearances scheduled for this weekend. She's doing press for her upcoming solo album. And on the all-metal Ozzfest tour, singer Lynn Straight of the band Snot was arrested at a Boston gig on Thursday after he walked out on stage wearing nothing but a sticker bearing the name of his band, which, once again, is Snot. As for Ozzfest founder Ozzy Osbourne, well, he recently had occasion to encounter his 2 teenage daughters, Amy and Kelly. They had submitted a winning bid of $15,000 at a celebrity benefit auction in Los Angeles not long ago to hang out backstage with their favorite group, Hanson. Ozzy himself politely declined to escort the girls, but his wife Sharon had an idea: get MTV VJ Jesse Camp to do the honors and meet his own longtime idol, the Ozman himself. Ozzy was so thrilled by this brainstorm that he happily shelled out for a deluxe private jet to shuttle the little party down to D.C. for the show. Here's the story.
Hey, you guys, it's Jesse, and right now I'm outside of Ozzy's hotel room, and I gotta say, you know, I've done a lot of things in my life. I've tried to sneak back to a lot of concerts, but this is definitely the best. Who the bloody hell is this? It's Jesse! Oh my God! I do a little Ozzy impression.
Go on, do it, come here.
Are you sure? Well, it's Ozzy Osbourne, you know, and I am riding this crazy train of rock and roll, but don't say goodbye to romance, you know, because I have no rest for the wicked. I have no more tears. I'm coming home, Mama, and I don't know, Ozzy. That was lame, dude. I'm sorry.
Have you met my daughters yet?
Oh, no. Ozzy, I promise I'll take great care of them.
Well, I'm relying on you, Jess.
Okay.
If they're coming back messed up, I'll come around your house and kill your favorite pet.
Okay. Are there no rules, right? No curfew or nothing?
No curfew, but no drugs.
Okay.
No drugs. Okay. No alcohol.
I promise.
No smooching in the back of the van.
I can't promise. No, I can promise. I can promise.
She was telling me about you, Jess. She's got a hot for you, Jess.
You all right?
No.
Oh, shit. I don't want to embarrass you.
Give my daughter a kiss. Come on.
Time to go.
I bet when you go to school and people know Ozzy's your father, man, they won't touch you, yeah.
No, they pick on me, yeah. Because we went to an all-girls school in England, and they're very ignorant and small-minded. And the thing is, he's about, ha, your dad's bit the head off the back, ha. And it's like, think of something else if you can feeling about enough.
That's just because everyone wishes Ozzy was their father. I wish he was, well, yeah, I mean, I could be a big brother, maybe. Yeah, a little bit.
Not that scary. That was the wheels, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting to get like butterflies in my stomach.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey.
See you again.
Hey y'all, dudes, these are my girls. This is Kelly and Amy Osbourne. This is Hanson.
Hey man, good to see you
Y'all,
again.
hey, good to see you, y'all. These are my girls. Treat us good, okay, man?
All right, hey.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, good. Are you guys enjoying the tour? Is it hard or?
I don't know. It's pretty hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's awesome. Yeah, there's a huge audience out there. It's gonna be great.
Do you guys go on tour with your dad sometimes? So what do you... Oh, yeah?
Our own bus.
Oh, you get your own bus. Ah. We have our own bus, except for our families in it, too. Do you guys get along very well?
No.
No?
We just like being nice because there's a camera right there. Don't tell me you guys get along.
We get along pretty well.
We get along...
You
yeah.
have to.
Well, yeah, we have to. I mean, honestly...
More like. Wait, that's Kelly. What's your favorite part of the day?
Oh, Amy, I don't know. Oh. Yo, we had an awesome day. You guys get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, bye.
Talk about your meeting of the mind. We'll be checking back in with the Ozzfest in just a moment to spend some time with Limp Bizkit, and we've also got Def Squad and DMX on the survival of the Illest tour and lots more Janet Jackson, too. First, though, here's some of the fairly hilarious altered video footage that Ozzy Osbourne's been running before his stage appearances recently. Don't go away.
Shut the f up and eat something.
We're back with 1515 and back inside the MCI Center in Washington, D.C., where Janet Jackson is launching her Velvet Rope Tour of the U.S. Now, you may have read that tickets for this show, which are priced from $75 on down, haven't been selling as swiftly as expected in some markets. That's just one of the things we discussed when I spoke with Janet just a short while ago. There's obviously been a lot of press lately about have the ticket sales lived up to what, you guys were hoping? Yeah, had, articles written about how's the tour doing, and are you satisfied with ticket sales in
It's
the
doing
States
very
so far?
well. I think that, you mean that Rolling Stone thing?
And there was a
Someone
USA Today piece,
someone
too. Yeah.
told me about that. No, it's doing very well.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they got their facts from.
The truth may lie somewhere in the middle. It is clearly an overstatement to call Janet's tour a monster stiff, as one unnamed promoter did in Rolling Stone. However, ticket sales have varied widely. In some cities, more than half of the seats are still available, while other dates are close to selling out. I keep hearing talk that this could be your last tour for some time to come.
Who told you that?
Oh, just, rumblings here and there. Do you feel that way, or does it vary day to day?
Who told you that?
Oh, I can't remember where I heard it. I think it was when we were in England. And they said, no, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the last tour she does for a while.
Yeah, it's the truth.
You think?
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything about it, but yeah.
Mainly because the acting? You want to concentrate on that?
I definitely do, and I just want to get into other things. And touring is very, very grueling, and it takes a lot out of you. And it's, even though we enjoy it, I enjoy it very much performing. It's a very tough job, a very tough job.
rocking a somewhat different look from my last
No,
CD.
I'm always changing my hair. Yes, I know.
Is it just because you feel like changing, or?
Boredom.
Yeah.
Boredom.
There've been like 4 or 5 since Velvet Rope came out, right?
I don't know,
Hair.
has there?
Some of them, I think, well, there was a Gato It's Gone.
Oh, there sure was. Then the album cover, and then Go Deep. Oh, that's right, Get Lonely. The tour. And this is the 6th one, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm pretty bored, huh?
And there's Janet and her dancers on stage right now being put through the paces of the song Throb. The Velvet Rope Tour moves on to Grand Rapids, Michigan on Tuesday. Well, on a much smaller scale and much harder core, it's Survival of the Illest. Def Jam Records recently packaged together 3 of its hottest artists on the same bill. DMX, Onyx, and the Def Squad, whose new album enters the Billboard chart next week at number 2. We caught up with the tour in 2 different cities.
We here in Chi-Town. You know, we got the microwave, the cabinet for whatever you have in store, mirrors. This is a freezer. You know, just the norm, but it's a nice bus stop. The sleeping area. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 bunks, but this is Redman's favorite room. All right? The dining area, the area where the TV room. We got the VCR that's in the front. You know, nothing too abnormal.
One thing that was abnormal was one of the tour buses popping out of gear, crashing into a nearby lamppost and stoop.
Survival of the Illest tour for real.
Freak accidents aside, the Survival of the Illest tour hopes not only to boost record sales of the artists involved, but also to shove hardcore hip-hop back on the road.
It's the safest tour in America, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. You come in peace or leave in pieces. That's all. Understand me? You feel me? So what's the problem? We don't need no R&B singers on the tour. We got our insurance. Straight up. Come down and all your thing. All the hoods be at the show. Straight up. It be packed sick. It be so hot in there you can't even breathe. Word up. Yeah. It's a Def Jam thing. It's not like groups that ain't on Def Jam. So that make it more tighter, the whole family. It's a group cooperation. Total attention. Get the future. I like the attention. 107.5, what up? You won the truck. You won the truck. Who this?
We're gonna go jump in his van. Hopefully DMX ain't driving again. That way we get this saved because he's wildin'.
Oh! Either let me drive or get me death. I'm with Motor Street Promotion. My name's Jay Dub. I get out here, I put the word on the street, I let people know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Get at me, dog. This is what I'm feeling. You want the real?
Like many previous hardcore hip-hop tours, the Survival of the Illest has had booking problems. The violent stigma associated with the genre has at times forced artists to perform in non-traditional venues, where they may have to overcome such pitfalls as poor promotion and poor sound quality.
Just like one of the few shows where the crowd was, you know what I'm saying, kind of less and the sound was kind of messed up. Regardless, you still gotta rock. You gotta just be so loud that you're gonna just eat through the mic and they gonna hear you anyway. I don't...
Get off me! Let me go! Don't hold me back! With my real fast side! Throw your gun!
It's not the amount of people, it's how much the people like you or enjoy your show. You know what I'm saying? The energy they give you back. It could be 2 people in there. If they screaming their head off, it's a good show.
All I know is pain. All I feel is rain. How can I maintain? When that's on my brain.
I like it when we do like the crowd participation at the end of the song. And say ho.
Somebody say ho! Say ho, 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 ho!
To date, the tour has done 16 shows without any major outbreaks of violence, thus rebuilding a market for hardcore hip-hop and its fans, and boosting the hopes and dreams of even the hardest of MCs.
I always dreamed that I'd be able to have an album where I could just do songs off the album and the crowd knows the songs. You know, I always wanted that. Even when I seen other performers, you know what I'm saying, perform before I got on, to be like, damn, man,
how does that feel for him to have, you know, all the songs off his album? They sing it with him. Now I know how it feels. It feels good.
And there you have it, Survival of the Illest on tour. Stick around because coming up, Limp Bizkit take our MTV Online cohorts backstage at Ozzfest. But first, before that, are you by any chance a soccer fan, a World Cup fan?
Yes, I am.
You followed it when you were over there in Europe?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Still following it.
Exactly, I know. Well, the final, as you guys may be aware, of the World Cup is planned for Sunday afternoon. And in the spirit of that, we handed a camera to our UK anarchist wannabe pals in Chumbawamba and dispatched them to France to give us their take on all this World Cup madness.
Today we're on the island of Elba for an Italian TV show. Tomorrow we go all the way to Lens in northern France, and then we go to watch England play Colombia, and England have got to win.
Lens, the stadium, we're here. Half an hour to kick off.
This is the centre place where everybody's been congregating. As you can see, it's a bit different to American football. There's no, I'll tell you what there isn't anymore. There's no tailgating, is there? There's no tailgate. There's no tailgate party. Loads and loads of cops here, loads of French cops, especially for today, because England have got such a bad reputation. We're in.
Before I could walk or talk, I knew the Beatles and football in perfect harmony. Welcome back to our summer tour edition of 1515. We are backstage here at Janet's Velvet Rope Tour, a major production, and as you can imagine, it gets pretty busy back here during showtime. In terms of size, though, the Velvet Rope has got nothing on Ozzfest. The summer '98 edition of that tour recently got underway in New Jersey, and we figured what better way to see it than to go with a guy who has all access. I mean, on stage, backstage, the vending area, you name it, and that man would be Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit.
Hey, what's up? This is Fred from Limp Bizkit. You're watching MTV. We are at the Ozzfest. What do you like about Ozzy?
Because he's a good singer.
He is?
And I like Tool.
That is a very good answer. You rule. Everybody wants to know what's going on the tour buses, so I say we should crash one right now. This is where we eat lunch, breakfast, and dinner. We're going directly to the stage. I think Seven Dust is tearing it up pretty good. I can't wait to see you guys tear it up. I can't wait to see your big giant toilet in action. It's a really big toilet.
I think I'm gonna flush this hole right down the damn toilet. Stupid hole. You think I should flush this little bastard? Well, it's on. Spice Girls and dancing. This is the motherfucking Ozzfest.
Ah, yes, the spirit of Ozzfest. And incidentally, if you're an Ozzfest fan, you can find out much more about the tour and the entire layout of the concert this week online at mtv.com. Well, if Ozzfest even has a wardrobe department, which I doubt, it certainly doesn't have anything this colorful as they have here in the Velvet Ropes wardrobe department. And that's probably a good thing, considering Ozzfest draws one of the rowdier crowds out there this summer, and a lot of things get thrown up there on stage. I'm not sure these costumes would hold up very long at Ozzfest. It might surprise you to know, though, that a headbanging veteran like Dave Mustaine of Megadeth, whose band is actually on the Ozzfest lineup, believes there are some do's and don'ts of concert-going etiquette.
Hi, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth here, and we're going to talk a little bit about concert etiquette today. When you go to a concert and you decide that you're going to throw stuff up at the stage, I don't know why you do that. That's got to be the stupidest thing in the world. Throwing bottles, if the glass hits the artist, it could injure them, the concert's over. It's not a trash can up there. And when you take your shoes off and throw them up on the stage, that's not cool either. I'm perfectly cool with the 2 shoes I have on my feet. I don't know why you do that. We're going to set people up outside of our concerts, and if you come up If you come out and you have less than 2 shoes on, you're in trouble. And as far as using lasers, totally uncool. I don't need dermabrasion. I've had radial keratotomy done, and it just disrupts things. Now, there was a time where spitting on people was cool, but that ain't cool either. You know, depending on what's in your snot, who knows what's going to happen. Think before you do that. Don't do that at concerts. It's just not cool.
All right, a little something to remember next time you go to a concert. Well, that's going to do it for our summer tour edition of 1515. Do join us next week, though. We'll be taking a look at new releases from Monica, the Beastie Boys, and Noriega. In the meantime, Janet Jackson's Velvet Rope Tour will be crossing the U.S. throughout the summer and into the fall. Do try and catch it. We're going to leave you with a little taste right now of opening night here in D.C. We'll see you next week.
In the way you feel, let's fan again.